안녕하십니까. 2016 부산영어방송 청소년 영어 프레젠테이션 대회 대회식을 시작하도록 하겠습니다. 좋은 단어 외워와서 멋있게 했다고 점수 잘 나가지 않을 겁니다. 자신있게 하세요. 우리가 영어는 우리를 세계와 함께 해주시는 그런 도구라고 생각합니다. 그런 도구에다가 또 이제 자기 자신의 생각을 얼마나 논리적으로 설득력 있게 상대방에게 전할 수 있느냐 하는 것이 바로 프레젠테이션의 본 기능입니다.
Why did you choose the name PRE? Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Our team is TTV. They are always angry with you and act like they need it. As a result, they feel like other people can put aside weak and help teenagers to adopt new society as well. What I try to do.
These days, some students often use some bad words for language something.
In this case, year 2 1 and year 2 now.
Is puberty. Who was a student, but she was not. She really liked.
We can get stressed by physical changes of
오늘 해보니까 이제 좀 하다 보니까 좀 재미도 있고 이거 영어 발음하는 것도 제가 어떤 부분이 부족한지도 알게 되고 일단 무엇보다 이제 같이 친구랑 하다 보니까 뭔가 좀 더 협동심이라든가 이런 것도 더 기르게 되고 일단은 아까 심서면께서 얘기를 하셨는데 제가 이제 제가 이거 청중들과 더 소통을 할 수 있어야 되는데 그게 좀 부족해서진 것 같아요.
저희가 원래 1라운드 때 졌는데 점수가 높아서 올라왔어요. 그래서 잘못하면 저희 32강도 못 올 뻔했는데 그게 돼서 16강까지 올라가니까 기분이 더 좋은 것 같습니다.
떨어지려고 했는데 올라온 만큼 극적이니까 그래서 좀 더 이겨서 기분이 좋고
저는 사실 64강전 때 그냥 전 처음에 강정을 만나가지고 전 질 줄 알고 그냥 어머니하고 그냥 고기 먹는 거 생각하고 있었는데 이렇게 계속 연승을 거듭해서 8강까지 올라가게 너무 영광스럽고요. 앞으로도 8강도 만족하지만 그래도 더 하고 싶은 욕심이 있습니다.
Team Gift Urban 4 is number 1. By the way, I think that the schools have to let students. That is the reason why we chose this topic.
Well, I think you should remember that resist.
I like to see people enjoy my food and be happy.
Teenagers get through both physical and emotional changes during
Young people going through puberty. But why is this period so difficult?
They have to bridge between these two stages in life.
Also, they have to think about their unknown future.
And this is why we feel so unstable.
Look around you. Everyone here has experienced the same as you.
He shows that puberty is an important period.
Better going to
Belong in a particular way.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Minju Hwang. I will be your host for the 2016 BeFM Youth English Presentation Contest today. I'm a newscaster at BeFM and I'm very happy to see everyone here. Thank you for joining us. For the final round, we also have an Audience Choice Award, so stay with us. And the other 4 teams who didn't make it to the finalists, you can still win the Audience Choice Award, so please stay with us as well. For the finalist team leaders, please come up to the stage and pick a ball for the order of your presentations. And Team Step Up is number 4. And Team Darth Debaters is number 2. Team School Savers is number 1. And Dream Collector, people are running away from me so I can't see them. Number 3, right? Right, okay, number 3. Thank you. So team number 1.
Today, my friend Jaeyeon and I, Youngso, will give a presentation. In this skit, Jaeyeon will act as a Japanese friend and I will act as a Korean. The presentation will begin now. I traveled to Dokdo during this summer vacation.
Oh, really?
It was so beautiful. It was paradise of animals and plants.
Oh, it must be good for you. Dokdo Island is a so beautiful place. Dokdo Island is belong to Japan, you know, and you know the Donghae. It is a Japan of sea. It is very beautiful seas too, and Dokdo Island has so many fishes and so many resources too. I'm so proud of we have these resources and these fishes too.
What are you saying? You mean Donghae is Sea of Japan?
Of course, it is a Sea of Japan because when we use a Google map, it says Japan of Sea is a Donghae and we have a Japan of Sea.
No.
And I think Japan is very helpful to Korea because when we in a period of Japan, we build a train for Korea and develop ground and make a school or hospital, something like that. So thanks to our country, Japan, Korea can be a strong country, I think.
No, I don't think so. Because of period of Japanese occupation, so many Koreans had to experience hard period. Japanese deprived almost everything from Koreans to win the war. Do you know sexual slavery? A lot of girls in Korea had to be sexual slavery by Japanese by force. They won't be able to forget that terrible experiences forever.
Oh, I didn't know that. Why I didn't know that? I think our country, Japan, didn't teach that history. Oh, it is a very serious problem. Because history is our future, and when we didn't know our history, what happened, we can't prevent terrible history either.
I think education style of Germany is excellent. Germany has broken the World War II and killed so many Jewish using poisonous gas or through different cruel experiments. But Germany taught these things very exactly to their students, and they feel sorry about their actions.
Oh wow, German has a good system of education. So I think Japan have to learn history exactly too. After I heard you, I feel sorry to Korea and I'm so embarrassing. So how about Korea's education?
Actually, Korean isn't so good about learning history. Of course, we learn about our history, but in the future, we have to learn history through 국정학 교과서. I don't think it's bad, but it can be dangerous because it's saying from only one person's view. If we learn history from many different points of view, we can learn what is correct and what is distorted.
Oh yes, when we didn't learn history, it can be dangerous for every country's people. So we have to study history, but more importantly, we have to study history to various view and exactly. When every countries learn history well, we will not replay terrible history like World War. And even though we learn science, math, PE, or English, when we don't know history exactly, there's no use, I think. Without knowing history, how people can develop countries and communicate with other countries' people? So I think history is most important, and I hope for our countries improve our country, we have to study history exactly and learn unforgettable histories too. Thank you for listening.
Thank you for the presentation, and we'll now take questions from judges.
Okay, and you suggested that the teaching or learning history is the most important, right? And let's just say that some people oppose your view, saying that the teaching history or learning history doesn't help for any economy to your country. So what would you say to them?
Can you say more easily?
Well, some people think that the learning history isn't helpful for economy over yes.
Oh yes, but I think Japan is more improved than our country economy, I think. But economy is not a best important thing, because when one country is more improved than our country in economy, there's no use, I think, because they don't know their country's history, and they don't regret their history, and I think there's no use. So I think.
All right. Well, now, do you have any more questions, judges? No. Okay. Moving on to the teams. Team step up. Please ask a question to Team School Saver.
Yeah, when I went on a Japan tour last year, the guide introduced that Japan is a country that citizens follow the law very well, but historical problems are happening right now. So what do you think the solution could be for the Japanese people to have better understanding of what happened in the past?
I think Japanese people are not bad because they're just Japanese country and Japanese government didn't teach their history. So 2 weeks ago, I watched 비정상회담. In that program, a representative of Japan, he said, I didn't learn about that Japan's history. So I think when Japan's government teaches their history, it will be successful. I think it will be solved.
Great. Thank you. A round of applause for Team School Saver, please. And up next, Team Darth Debater will come up for your presentation.
Can we start?
Yes.
Hello, this is BeFM News, and I'm Bomseok Ko.
And Park Seo-Bak.
This is the headline news.
Today, the Ministry of Education decided that in the year of 2017, school subjects will disappear for the reason that too much subjects can give stress to students and increase the suicide rates.
The government is voting for some subjects will remain, which can give advantages to students. Hey, Emily.
Oh, hi.
Did you heard about the Administration of Education will get rid of most of the subjects we learned?
Mm-hmm.
They're going to vote for it, but do you have any suggestion for it?
I like Korea to remain.
Why?
Because it's our own racist language, don't you think so?
Yeah, you're right, but I want social studies to remain.
Oh well, I'll give you some reasons and examples to let you know my side of why Korean is important. First, Korea is our own language with a high value. It is scientifically acknowledged by all over the world and has left many precious artifacts by related to it. If we don't know about our country's language, it will be impossible for us to know that our language and those artifacts are precious. Like many people say, language is the most important source of a race's culture, and it lets other people to presume about our race. We should not give up on learning those basics of our culture.
Well, Korean is also important for our race, but I rather think social studies would make students to know our race better than Korean. Actually, if we all become adults, we need to know about our society to adapt to it and to develop our country. It'll make adults to help adapt to our society when they learn social studies. By learning economy, income, and expenses, adults will be able to behave well in producing and consuming products which runs our society. What do you think of it?
It is true we need to adapt to the society these days, but we should not forget the efforts of the people in the past. There were so many people who were trying to protect and create Korean, such as the people who were working in the days of King Sejong, or the people who have tried to liberate Korea from Japan in order to make them use Korean freely. We cannot give up on learning and protecting this valuable knowledge, which many lives and efforts have been devoted.
Yeah, it is true that many people wanted to protect our language, but it is more important to move our economy rather than communication.
And I have more reasons. Furthermore, if we are indifferent towards our language, it will be easier for other countries to invade our own. English or many other languages will be dominant than ours, and this will lead to the unstableness of our culture. Because the society will grow acknowledge of our own Korean, commercials, goods, and everything around us will be replacing our own precious language. In the extremist case, the society will become the cultural territory of other countries, losing our pride. You wouldn't want that as a Korean, do you?
Yes, you're right. But the most important thing is this. History. History would make citizens to know what have happened in the past. And we can guess what we can do in the future by seeing our ancestors what they have done. By this, citizens will be able to get pride of our country. What do you think about it?
That may be right, but...
Yeah, but I have something more to talk about it. In the ancient societies, ordinary people didn't know well about our language, but they were able to communicate with each other. Well, how do you think about it?
Oh, but you know, in the past, the ones who learned characters and languages were dominant, sometimes being very greedy and lavish when other peoples were dying. So, although we don't teach students our language in school, there must be someone who tries to learn it by themselves. So, they will try to be dominant over those ignorant. You wouldn't want the world like this, hmm?
Oh, it seems quite terrible. Yeah, Korean might be more better than social studies. You're right. For conclusion, after our conversation, we will summarize our ideas toward this topic.
For my case, by learning Korean, we should be able to protect the value of our own language and its artifacts. Moreover, the efforts that other people made for us and devoted for our language, we should try to be protect them as well. Finally, talking of the indifferent towards our own language, because we have interest in our language, we should try to protect them and try not to be invaded by other languages as well.
And this is our end of our summarization, and thank you for listening.
Thank you for the great presentation. Judges will now take a question.
Okay, thanks for the presentation. In order to preserve our language, what would be the role of culture here?
Wrong of culture?
The role of culture. Have you thought
Maybe
about it?
I think there must be a way to tell people that our Korea is very important. This shouldn't be like advertising that Korean is good, but use advertisement words or other kinds of methods to tell what they want in a cultural way, like using Korean in music lyrics or like important words in commercials as Korean. Maybe that can be a good way to approach to others by using Korean.
And now Team School Saver will... Oh, sorry, didn't see you there.
Hi. I'm a little confused between language and writing system.
Oh, writing system.
Korean language has existed for 2,000 years at least. Are you talking about Korean language or the Korean writing system? Because, say, from 1497, Yeon Sang-gun stopped the use of the Korean writing system. So you're talking specifically language or writing system?
You're meaning that are we talking about Korean writing system and or Korean communicating system? I think both are important. By communicating, we need some Korean communicating system. We need to know about it. And about writing, it is also important for us to persuade someone or make some projects. So I believe that both are important to our race.
Thank you so much.
Please stay for the team question. Team School Saver will now ask Team Darth Debater a question. Do you not have a question? You won't ask a question. Okay. Well, thank you, and please give a round of applause to Team Darth Debater. And number 3 is Team Dream Collector. Please come up to the stage. We're having some technical difficulties, so you guys will go ahead and do it without your presentation, but there was only one page, and what did it say again? Can you introduce what your presentation said? It said social study?
Yes, social study. Yes.
Right,
Yes.
okay. Go ahead. Go ahead, yes.
Good evening, citizens. This is the President and the Vice President of Korea. We've recently heard that the people out there are protesting to get rid of the subject social studies. However, we are here to claim that the social study is one of the subjects which is most essential for our bright future. Generally, in all schools, teachers teach 11 subjects in total. They teach math, Korean, science, PE, or some extra subjects either such as art or music. And if the one subject among those should be crossed out from the world, we sure believe that the subject of social studies should be remained as one of the subjects which is kept in school. Here, the range of social studies which we are talking about includes the contents of history. Now then, we need to get curious of the reason why social study is essential for middle schoolers studying. The first reason why we believe that this subject is needed is that there's no bright future for the people who have forgotten the history. To be specific, history is the subject which contains the contents of sad, happy, and even aggressive history which our ancestors have underwent. Not only that, by knowing the things that our ancestors have done in the positive ways, we can follow them and learn good learnings from their behavior. For example, the General Lee Sun-shin have protected our country, Korea, from Japan by extraordinary strategies and brilliant thoughts. By the things he has done, we can learn that by one good leader, we can decide our bright future.
Additionally, the social studies help us to attain some background knowledge concerning our daily life. The textbook of social studies usually contains the regarding the obligation of the citizens and the rights that could be reserved for citizens. These states are the basic knowledge that everyone should know as the member of our country. For example, constitutional law is the content which comprises in information of social studies. The constitutional law is the basic information that the people should know for us.
Thirdly, there are some great heritages which are left by our ancestors. If we don't learn the history which is equals social studies, we may not know the importance of these heritages and use them appropriately. The Korean can be the good example of this. Our ancestor, who was the first king of the Joseon dynasty, King Sejong, made Korean, which is the most powerful heritage that our ancestor left for us. By learning history, we can know that the King Sejong underwent all hardships while he was making Korean and realize it is so valuable that we should use them in the right way. However, these days, some students often use some bad words or inappropriate Korean which have need to learn more about the history and think that they should use the right Korean.
Furthermore, nowadays, we are suffering due to some problems such as desertification. This desertification makes lots of troubles not only to our environments, but also to the whole society. Desertification can harm environments by its yellow dust and harm air in the atmosphere too. It can harm society either because there can be some traffic jams or limitation caused by desertification. For us, to solve this problem, the most relevant solution to is ensure that the students to be aware of those problems. In the subject of social study, it doesn't only teach about the history, but it also teaches students some environment issues too. By teaching students about solve problems that are happening all around the world, which will make them aware of danger of some problems such as desertification, we can solve these problems.
Ladies and gentlemen, we want to tell you guys something which is necessary for our future. Some students might say that, social study is too difficult to study, that they abandon studying social study. For this, we earnestly advise you to rethink. As we mentioned above, Social study is important for some reasons. By learning history, which is included in social study, we may not repeat our stupid mistakes which are done by our ancestors and repeat good behaviors which our roots did. Not only that, learning history makes people know the value of our heritage. Finally, the social study helps students to be aware of their problems and the danger. And so, as the president and the vice president think the social study is a necessary subject which must be taught to the students in the school. Thank you.
Thank you for the presentation. Now we'll take a question from the judges.
So in your presentation, you were arguing that social studies or social science is very important in a middle school classroom. What subject, if you had to eliminate one, would you eliminate?
What do you mean?
Oh, you were talking about if you had to eliminate one subject from school.
I get rid of one subject?
Which subject would you get rid of?
I think all certain subjects are important, that they are all important, so nothing is unnecessary or should be crossed out.
However, if there is one,
One?
you have to choose one, which would it be?
I would choose math.
Sounds good. Okay,
Good.
sorry.
Why math?
Why math? I don't like math.
As simple as that. Do you have any other questions, judges? No. We'll now move on to the teams to ask questions. Team Darth Debater, please ask a question to Dream Collector.
It is true that social studies and histories are important for our citizens, but as you are a president, you would know math and science affects in our architectural technology and more in But why do you think social study is more important than those?
I'm the president and I'm the ruler of the world, so I will decide everything I want.
All right then. Barring any other questions, please give a big round of applause for Team Dream Collective. And last but not least, at number 4, Team Step Up is going to have their final presentation.
Hello, your team. Step up. I'm Gahyun Lee.
And I'm Yubin Im. It is an honor to be able to step up on the stage again to give a presentation.
We'll now give you a conversation.
And before we start, we want to inform you that we are not anti-Japan. Starts.
What's the next class?
It's history. I hate it so much. It's so boring.
What? It's really interesting to learn what happened in the past.
Are you serious? I don't understand why history is so important. It's just things on the past and we have nothing to do with it.
That's the general thought. However, according to Winston Churchill, a nation that forgets its past has no future.
What does that mean?
First things first, are you aware of the conflicts between our country and Japan?
Yeah, there are many of them, but one of the most serious problems is that Japanese soldiers forced comfort women to fulfill their sexual desire. It's terrible. Nevertheless, they haven't apologized sincerely.
Another one is the issue regarding the ownership of Dokdo. Can you exactly explain why Dokdo is our territory?
Well,
here's the reason why we must learn history. Japan argues that there's no evident proof that one country has the ownership. However, a Japanese fisherman lived there in 1903.
Really? Then is there really no way to prove that Dokdo is our territory?
No, I'll tell you right now. There are records of both Korea and Japan that Korea conquered Dokdo in Silla dynasty. Japan actually admitted that Dokdo has no relation with them. Furthermore, a person from Joseon had lived in Dokdo even earlier than 1903, actually in the 1600s.
Oh, I really didn't know about that. From now on, I should try hard to find out more our history facts with interest. Speaking of this, I remember seeing a TV program. Korean and Japanese were talking about their history textbooks.
Really? I'm really curious about their historical education that Japanese get. I think Japan is notorious for its history distortion.
Yeah, I was so frustrated when the Japanese said that they only learned few lines about colonization of Korea and China.
What? That's awful.
Yeah, Japan was also criticized because they only list the series of incidents.
On the contrast, Germany teaches their students properly and shows that their past was very shameful. Also, they visit Auschwitz prison in person. I think this is why the image of both countries are different.
I really like the culture of Japan, but it is really sad when it comes to national matters.
Me too. I also read in an article that a past mayor of Japan said that they must apologize properly.
That's true. I hope we can perfectly solve our quarrels and interact more as a true neighbor country.
Yeah, I'm also looking forward to that day. Do you comprehend the significance of learning history now?
Yeah, my thoughts changed. History was selected as an essential subject by President Park for a reason.
Exactly. We need to protect our territory, Dokdo, and prevent the people who got hurt in the past by colonization from being wounded again.
Yes, I want to tell everyone here that you ought to have deep insight and understanding of our history.
That's true. Lastly, keep in mind that our past reflects our future. Mistakes must not be repeated. Never forget.
Thank you for listening to our presentation.
Thank you for the presentation, and we'll now take questions from judges.
Hi.
Hi again.
The quote by Winston Churchill was specifically so England remembered their imperialistic past, their past of conquest and imperialism. Why shouldn't Japan also remember their imperialistic past?
We quoted that because we were focused on learning from the past. So we're trying to show you that we hope Japan regret what they have done in the past.
Thank you, that's a good answer.
And furthermore, our country should learn from our mistakes or what we got damaged from that Japan and try to not repeat our mistakes and develop into a further.
That's okay. I asked a difficult question and you answered very well. Thank you.
Do we have any other questions from judges? Nope. Okay, we will move on to Team Dream Collector. Please ask a question to Team Step Up.
You focus mainly on the problem of Dog Island and the relationship between Korea and Japan. So I want to ask some other positive aspects by learning social studies.
If you want to talk about social studies, we actually more focused on history, right? But in social studies, there are lots of social studies stuff around our daily lives, right? We have to learn about territory, our Korean territory, and the weather.
Yeah, and that's really essential for living sort of common sense later when we go into society.
Great, thank you. You may step down now from the stage. Thank you for your presentation. A big round of applause, please. So that wraps up all 4 final presentations in the contest for today. The judges are now going to take some time to decide on our winners of the day. But in the meantime, the audience members will take a vote for the Audience Choice Award. So please take a moment to vote for one team per person. 관객 투표상을 위해서 지금 투표를 진행할 것인데요. 저희 스태프들이 투표함을 들고 돌아갈 예정이오니 한 분당 한 팀씩만 투표해 주시기 바랍니다. So our staff member is going to go around with a ballot box, so please cast your votes there. Remember to vote for team number 1, School Saver, team number 2, Darth Debater, team number 3, Dream Collector, or team number 4, Step Up. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for your patience. We've tallied up our votes and our judges' results. And now we are about to announce the winners of the 2016 BeFM Youth English Presentation Contest. I know you're all very excited. I can see our parents hoping and praying that their team will win. But before that, really quickly, we're going to take a moment to hear from some of our judges and see what they thought about the wonderful presentations that we saw today. So first up is Bugyong National University Professor and Chief Judge of today's contest, Park Meran. And Dongsun University Professor Craig Simpson will tell us each what they thought about today's contest.
All right, good afternoon, everyone. And it's been my pleasure to listen to some great presentations today. The content was really well developed, all right, and followed a logical flow. And I was very impressed, especially with the last round, when you only had 20 minutes to prepare. It was fantastic, all right? And let's all give them a round of applause for the content. Now, with my feedback, when we give a presentation, how we say something and our body language and gestures is just as important as what we say. Now, one of the things I noticed, a lot of the people, you had paper and you're holding up a little too close to your face. What's important here, you need to make eye contact with the audience. And not just to the judges or to the other contestants, but to everybody in the room, okay? Now, when you're reading the paper, you can't make eye contact. So if you do have a paper, one of the things that you want to do is keep the paper down here. If you have to look at it, but when you speak, look up and make eye contact with the audience. Another thing I wanted to point out, as you were doing a team presentation, you have to remember when your partner's speaking, you're also part of the presentation. So when your partner's speaking, don't touch your hair, don't move around, this kind of thing, all right? Because you're still on stage, so you're still being judged for your body language, okay? And, but besides that, excellent presentations for everybody. All right, thank you very much.
Okay, now the big moment has come. Well, I guess every team did their best. Let me first touch upon the feedback. In addition to what Professor Simpson said, I would like to say that we would like a little bit of ups and downs in the delivery of your presentation. If you go up a little bit and down a little bit, and also in terms of the speed, if you go fast for not so important information, whereas if you emphasize the important information by slowing down a little bit, and that would actually make your delivery far better than the way you have read. But despite the time constraint, you were able to do your job, well. So I really congratulate everybody on that achievement. Now toward...
Not yet. Okay, thank you. Thank you for the feedback. A round of applause, please. Thank you. I know we're making everyone wait, but for good reason, I promise you. Without further ado, we're going to announce the winners of today's contest. We're first going to start with 6 local division winners from the preliminary round of the contest. This year's BeFM Youth English Presentation Contest has selected 6 division winners from 남부, 동래, 북부, 서부, 해운대, 울산, and 경남 to encourage a fair level of participation from all regions and to provide a great opportunity for many students. So Professors Craig Simpson and Noel Woodward, who are standing right here, will give out these awards. Professors, please join me on the stage. Each of the division winners, it's very bright, yes. Each of the division winners will receive an award and a trophy from BeFM, along with a 200,000 won cash prize. And the 6 local division winners are Team EXO, Team 2 and 1, Team Cherish, Team Carpe Diem, Team Don't Worry Pix, and Team PRE. Congratulations. If any of these teams are present, please come up to the stage now. Team Excel, please come up to the stage now. Congratulations. Congratulations once again. And from 동래 Division, Team 2 and 1, please come up to the stage. You're the winner of the local division of 동래. Congratulations. Next up, from 북부 Division, Team Cherish, please come up to the stage. You're the local division winner of 북부. Congratulations. Lots of cameras going off. Thank you. Congratulations. Next up, from 서부 Division, Team Carpe Diem. Congratulations, you're the division winner of 서부. And up next, from 해운대 Division, Team 도와줘 Pix, please come up to the stage. You're the local division of 해운대. Congratulations. And last but not least, from 울산 경남 Division, Team PRE. Congratulations, you're the winner of 울산 경남 Division. Great. Congratulations. Thank you, professors. And up next, we're going to announce the 2 third-place winners of the contest. 부경 National University professor and chief judge of today's contest, 박meran, will give out these awards. Professor? The 2 winning teams in 3rd place will receive an award from Chancellor of Bugyong National University, along with a trophy and a cash prize of 500,000 won each. At 3rd place are Team School Saver and Team Dream Collector. Congratulations. Please come up to the stage now. Team School Saver, congratulations. You're the 3rd winner of the 2016 BeFM Youth English Presentation Contest. Congratulations. Yes, congratulations. And also at 3rd place is Team Dream Collector. Congratulations, you're the 3rd winner of 2016 BeFM Youth English Presentation Contest. Great. Thank you. Congratulations. Congratulations to both Team School Saver and Dream Collector, and please give a big round of applause for Professor 박meran. Thank you. Now, before we announce the 1st and 2nd place winners of the contest, which I know you're all waiting for, we're going to first announce the winner of the Audience Choice Award. Our audience has chosen this winner after watching all 4 presentations, and this award will be given out by Busan University of Foreign Professors, Professor Kwon Sun-hee. Please come to the stage. And this winner will receive an award from the chairman of BeFM, and the winner is Team Darth Debater. Congratulations. So this award is very special. They got 22 out of 50 votes, almost half of all votes by the audience. Congratulations, you're the audience award winner. Congratulations once again. Thank you very much, Professor Kwon. So that was the Audience Choice Award. I can see Professor Simpson's very interested in who's going to be the winner. Well, I wonder if our judges agreed with the audience. They picked Team Darth Debater. They're in the run for the first or second place of the contest. Let us find out. The first place winner will receive an award from the Mayor of Busan, along with a trophy and a cash prize of 1,000,000 won. And the second place, yes, 1,000,000 won, yes. And the second place winner will receive an award from the chairman of BeFM, along with a trophy and a cash prize of 700,000 won. In place of the Deputy Mayor of Busan and Chairman of BeFM, Chung Young-jin, we will have the Director of BeFM, Kim Young-ho, for this ceremony. Welcome him to the stage, please. Now, the moment that we have been waiting for all day today, the first winner of the 2016 BeFM Youth English Presentation Contest is Team Step Up. Congratulations. Please step up to the stage. Congratulations, Team Step Up. You're the first place winner of the 2016 BeFM Youth English Presentation Contest. Congratulations once again. We reassure you, you are the first place winner, yes. And of course, this means Team Darth Debater has won second place. Please come up to the stage. The audience may have disagreed with you, but you still did very, very great. Congratulations, you're the second place winner of today's contest. Great, congratulations. And a huge thank you to the director of BeFM.
저희가 다른 분들은 물론 잘하셨지만 이렇게 말하는 식으로 있는데 저희는 서로 대화하면서 소통하는 부분이 좋아 보이지 않았나.
그러면서도 정보에 있어서 다른 팀에 비해서 뒤처지지 않으려고 많은 노력을 했습니다.
스텝업! 더 열심히 하겠습니다. 화이팅!